Jordan here, which we are so excited she's in my chair. We'll just say that. It was a quick, fast little like, holy cow, Mandy, listen, I'm doing something huge this weekend and I need clip-in hair extensions here. I've been following her all around social media, and I think she kind of follows me around too.
We stalk each other.
We kind of do. We're little like social media stalkers. You know?
Absolutely.
When there's a good channel or there's a good Instagram or a blogger, you stalk them. Some clip-in hair extensions. She's never had them.
I'm losing my extension virginity, if you will.
She's no longer a virgin.
Yeah.
We'll just say that.
I am married, so clearly that way out there. Yeah.
You know, but she is a clip-in hair virgin, but not anymore. Jordan is a very, very busy mom, busy blogger, always on the go, and she doesn't necessarily have time to keep up maintenance on her hair. So that's why her beautiful hair color is a lot of her natural tones throughout, and clip-ins are going to be perfect for her lifestyle because she can just wear them when she wants. She doesn't have to get a permanent extension, and she doesn't have to see a stylist every 6 weeks to keep them up. So this is a great choice for Jordan because she'll be able just to put them in when she wants. She can put them in when she wants to have a sexy night with the husband, go on a date. She can put them in when she's going to a pageant, and she can just wear them whenever she wants. This color is actually perfect for her because we're gonna kind of do the ombre effect in a way.
Which I tried, and it did not work on my hair with dye. It like ruined my hair, so
yeah, see, that's actually great. That's a great alternative. Like, if you want ombre effect hair and you want to have that beautiful hair, this is a great way to go because you now can get clip-ins where you can have lighter ends, and that's beautiful.
So, but the reason why I'm getting them, because some people say, your hair's long, why do you need extensions? But honestly, I really want the ombre effect, and it isn't working in my hair color-wise. But also, I do want a little thickness, especially when I pull my hair back. Even though my hair is long, my ponytail is like puny.
Yeah.
I really have to put a lot of product in it, and I have to massage it and tease it, and I can't when I'm busy to give it some extra vavoom.
Yes, we all want that. So
I just don't. I want it to be easier.
This is a perfect option for her then, honestly, and for any woman and for any person, honestly. We all want more voluminous hair. So that will be perfect because she's not doing anything to damage the hair. She's not, you know, nothing.
I'm tired of dyeing it.
Yes, no more of that. These actually match Jordan's caramel highlights perfectly. And if she comes around in the winter, she's like, hey Mandy, I kind of want to go a little bit darker. It's the easiest, fastest thing to tone these. And that's what we may just do. So I am using Bombshell Hair Extension Company. They're my all-time fave. I love their company. I love the owner. The color that I'll be using is the color 1016, and these are 20 inches. So I'm going to show you guys today how I will be applying her clip-in extensions in the correct way. I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible for her so she can just put them on, do them on the go. But I'm going to show you the perfect professional way of how to apply them. And also too, when you just start off with clip-in extensions, you do have to do a blending haircut. So I want to put these in her hair and blend them up to match her own hair. She's going to have long, luscious, beautiful, caramely, dimensional hair. So
it's like a Barbie.
I know!
Magically
it is.
have long, beautiful
You
hair.
have a, yeah, you get mermaid hair in just a second.
Oh, mermaid hair.
Hey, there we go. I know. Rapunzel hair.
All my dreams are coming true, right?
They are.
Right now.
They are. They're gonna, right after this. Okay, so as I'm here with Jordan, I'm explaining to her how the clip-ins look, how they feel, and how all of it works. So, with Bombshell Extension Company, a set of 8 pieces of hair, and then you get 2 little extras that you can actually do like a little, you can put your own clip on them if you just need them just in case. These little guys are for more like the frontals, or if you need like, you can actually put these together and put a braid in them and put like a cute headband braid around your face. It's super cute to do something fun like that. Clip-ins look like this. And what's amazing about them is they have a little silicone inside, so it's a comfort fit. So it doesn't actually slip. There's a lot of different type of clip-ins that don't have the silicone in them, and so they slip and they're heavy, and then you're like, whoa, well there's my hair, it's falling out of my head. So this is perfect.
Awkward.
Yeah, you don't want that to happen. So you actually don't even have to really tease the hair to keep these to stay. They just stay on their own, which is awesome. Very flexible, and it's on each piece. So each different size of hair is heavier or not as heavy. So this piece right here is the heaviest piece. And I'm going to explain to you where each piece goes in the hair because that's really important. I like to prep the hair with an oil, and I like to prep it with a little bit of dry shampoo to hold in the extensions a little bit better. Through the mid shaft to the ends, I'm going to just add in 3 drops of rejuvenative oil. And this is actually really good to blend in with your extensions, this oil. So I'm going to just use here 1, 2, 3. Okay, this oil, I use this really for anything and everything, but you want to really put that into your hands, put a lot of friction in it. And I want to show you, most oils are a very, very, very shiny residue. And the reason why they are so shiny is because there's silicone in them. The rejuvenative oil has 0 silicone, so it doesn't just sit on top of the hair shaft. It internally works and actually gives your hair a lot more volume and thickness, and it goes all the way deep down into the hair shaft. Touch the roots because we don't want shiny roots. And I'll really just kind of work my hands in it.
Smells good.
It does smell yummy, huh?
Smells really good.
100% natural, 11 minerals, there's like minerals, omega-3 fatty acids. There's a lot of amazing stuff on it.
I would just be like,
I know, just putting it in your face and all over your body.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, you guys, so the very first thing I like to do is I like to go in and just give her hair a little bit of texture. So I'm going to put a little bit of Redken Pillows Proof dry shampoo in, just at the base, just like that. And the reason why I like to do that is just because it does kind of give it a little bit more of a grippy texture. The very first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take a good section underneath. You want enough hair left out, but enough hair to actually hide the weight line of the hair when you're putting it in. And I'll explain the weight line when I put the very last piece in so you guys can understand. Just take a little small section here, and I have a little weaving teasing comb, but I just like to go very lightly at it, okay? I'll just go 1, 2, 3. I won't just go in here and just tease like that because that's damaging and that creates breakage. And you really don't even have to do a tease on these extensions because they have that little silicone band in there that helps them stay. And this is a perfect size for around the nape area. So when you're around the nape, it's a little bit more narrow, and when you start getting a little bit higher into the hair, it becomes a little wider. And so that's where the hair extensions, they go with the width of your hair, which is awesome. So I'm gonna just unclip those, have those of course clipped up. And the first thing I like to do is I'll measure, okay? So that's a pretty good size to measure out. That's a perfect fit for her head. Is I will start with the middle clip, and I'll get my good starting point. So I'll go in here, and I'll just place those, and I'll clip that right into her hair. And then the same thing. Just like that, okay? So that will hug around the base. Then what I like to do to make sure that it's really in there is I'll hold my hand right here above with her own hair with the extensions, and I'll just tug at the ends to make sure it's not slipping out. So as you guys can see this, it's a pretty good hold at that point. So this section is perfect. As you guys can see, her ends end right here, but it's heavy enough, this hair is heavy enough to kind of not show her ends. So that is the perfect start of clip-in extensions. Now let's move to the next section. You start going a little higher on the head, your head rounds. So you want to make sure you're doing a section and a parting where it's rounding. The very end and the very nape area, you're able to kind of do a little straight shot of a parting. But let's go ahead and do a round parting. So I like to take from the top of the ears, once I have the first weft in, and I'll take that and I will just kind of direct that, go down and round that. You're really wanting this to be like a very professional way to clip in your hair, this is a great fit for you. If you're just doing something quick on the go, you can just throw them in and it's really not that difficult. So as you can see here, I want her hair to have a point up to her ear. So we're going to round that off really nicely. I'm going to just take a light tease, 1, 2, 3. And then what I'll even do is I'll just kind of squirt that right there. Maybe do a little bottle action and kind of give a little volume right there. I'll do that on every section where I know the clips are going to be attached. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Perfect. It has a little bit more length in it. So, meaning width-wise. So this is now going to be able to start at this point right here and then go to that point. So that's a perfect amount of hair to go right through the occipital bone area. So starting with the middle clip that on in, take it to where it now points. And when I'm doing this, you guys, you want to make sure you're kind of pulling at it and that it's going tighter against the hairline. You don't want it to be loose at the base. Perfect. So how that's kind of hugging that base right there is exactly what you want it to be at. Now again, holding my hand here and just tugging at that and making sure those are staying in really good. This is going to be so beautiful. Okay, you guys, so now that we are pretty much to the top of her hair, you really want to have enough hair left on top along with enough hair that's let down so you are covering a heavy weight line. Okay, so at this point you still see a weight line and that's where we need to cover that. So with this section, I have about a good solid inch section from the last swept I applied into her hair. So start with that middle, clip that on in, and really tug and pull at that. This is the heaviest weft out of the bunch, and this is the one that needs to go higher up on top of the head. So you really want to pull tight, and this right here, it's amazing because if we take her to the side, this is what you have. This is what you consider a connecting point with the hair. And then we have our little side clip-ins that will be able to blend together. So this one you'll want to make sure it's ending at the corner of the connecting point before it hits to the side of the head. Perfect. We have all of the most important wefts in her hair. So now we have here beautiful, luscious, caramely, gorgeous hair. You don't really see a weight line at that point. Okay, so this is now to the point where you're like, okay, everything's starting to blend really well. You also too have to remember, if you're brand new at clip-ins, the very first thing you need to do is you do need to make sure you have a blending haircut. And the reason why is because where it ends, so her natural hair, you're gonna just take your shears and you're gonna kind of just slither into those ends a teeny tiny bit to kind of help it have more movement. So now that we have this section done, again, hold the hair really good. Tug at that. So right now Jordan is having long, luscious, kind of mullety hair. A little mullet action is happening, but that's okay because right now her own hair is curled and it's just not blended yet and all that jazz. So let me explain too. So everyone normally parts their hair in a certain spot. Her hair a little bit off-centered, which is perfect. So we want this side of the hair to have more hair than this side because she parts on this side, right? So we have a great little weft that is the 3-piece left. And you guys, this is what's amazing about clip-ins is you can customize where you want to put them. You can move them around. You don't have to have them in a specific spot all the time. Where the temple starts. You want to leave enough hair on top so nothing's showing on top. We're going to take the middle one and start where you kind of can customize it. So with Jordan, she's going to be wearing her hair down today. So if she's going to be wearing her hair all the way up, you can like place them in different areas. And this will kind of go a little bit off to the back as well, which is perfect because you always want any more extra hair you can put in anywhere. It's great. We have 4 little pieces that come individually just like this, and they already have their little clip-in attached. So normally what I like to do is, it depends on everyone's hair, but if she has more hair on one side than the other, I can use all 4 on one side. If she has, you know, a little less hair on the other side, then I'll just use 2 on each side. If you put them very high, you're going to see them on the top, so you don't want that. I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 little teases. We're teasing up that hair.
You're such a tease.
I know. Now we're gonna squirt some dry shampoo. Give it a little bit of volume there, where it needs it the most, where the heaviest point of her hair is. So she has a lot of heaviness right through here. So I'll pick up the hair and be like, okay, we need that to be covered. So that's about this section right here. So I'm gonna just take that little guy and clip that one in right through here. And it's kind of nice when you do them closer together, they can kind of support each other. So if you do them right next to each other, they'll sit on top of each other. So they even have more options to stay in. And this is so nice, you guys, because it's giving her a pop of color without having to color her hair. It's gorgeous. And we're gonna add 2 on this side, right next to each other. So again, take another section and do 1, 2, 3 little teases. You could use hairspray, but I don't like how hairspray feels. It depends on what hairspray is, but dry shampoo does give it more of a textured feel. So we're gonna now go in here. We're gonna clip this little guy right closer to her face because she's wearing her hair down today. Now we're gonna go ahead and put the last one on this side right here. Press and hold and make sure those little guys stay in. And those are perfect right there. And that's gonna be placed pretty close to her face because again, like I said, we're having her hair down today. But she could still clip them up, she could put them back if they're bugging her. So that's where that little guy's gonna go. And you guys, look how amazing this is, giving her a pop of color without coloring her hair. It's awesome.
Bam.
And boom, she has her clip-ins in. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have her stand up and I'm going to blend in all this hair. So right now, you guys, as you can see, it's kind of just a straight shot. The hair is brand new, it needs to be washed, it needs to be intertwined with her own hair. So she has perfect peekaboo colors and kind of that ombre effect that we have going on. So we're gonna go in here and take off the desired length that she wants. She wants it about right here. So I will go in here and kind of just cut off those ends, and then the biggest thing and biggest trick about making these not looking fake is point cutting into those ends. Super important to have the ends point cutted into because you want more movement and you want them to not be so blunt because then that's where they look fake. So we're gonna just cut off some length here. And that's what's fun about extensions. You can customize them. You can have them a whatever length you really want. I actually have a lot of clients who get clip-ins and I cut them like shoulder length because they just want them for thickness. Where her own hair is, we're not going to touch that. So what I like to do is I'll take my hands and I will put my knuckles into that and I'll kind of fan it out just like that, and then I'll take my shears and where her own hair is, I'll just kind of chip into those just like right through there so we can blend that really well, and then I'll point cut into those ends just a tad bit. So again, you guys, here on this side you see where her own hair is ending, okay? So we want to make sure we just take those shears and just slither right into those. Happy. She feels beautiful. Like, it's crazy being able to watch like my clients transform into just their confidence in their face. Like having nice, luscious, thick hair again is like, oh my gosh, this is like the final touch I need in my life. So these extensions, the color, the length, the blending cut, everything looks amazing. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add just a teeny tiny bit more Rejuvenate oil, smoothing spill.